Hello everyone, it's Michelle Patterson here with Angel Souls, and this is your weekly Angel Oracle card reading for the week beginning October 23rd, 2017. If you would like to get an angelic reading with me to work on some angel guidance, you can just go to my website at angelsouls444.com, the services page. If you'd like to support me on Patreon or purchase a course or meditation from Gumroad, I will leave all that information down below. So for this week, we're going to be using that Ambika Waters deck yet again. Of course, the Rochelle Sharman deck, the Crystal deck. That's where we're getting our final thought card. And let's get into it. Ooh. Okay, so I'm just going to focus here. I invite you to do the same. Let's all connect our hearts. All right, maybe one more shuffle. And that should do it. Let's see what we have going on for this week. We have first, the Guardian Angel of Maturity. Yeah, getting serious about stuff now. We're no longer just trying to find a neat little solution, a neat little tied up in a pretty little bow kind of explanation for things. We're taking accountability. We're taking a true look at ourselves. For some of you, that will be because of some external event that comes and makes you wake up. But for others, it could be, you know, just this beautiful, peaceful acceptance. It's sort of like, okay, I'm getting it now. I can see now my patterns. I can see now how I always react in the same way. I can see now how I can choose something different. Okay, so that's part of that. The Guardian Angel of Young Adult. Isn't that interesting? So we have so we're evolving, right? And it's good. You don't have to lose all parts of you. You can still be young and vital and, you know, what have you, but just taking a little more I almost want to use the word sophisticated, but a more mature approach to your spiritual growth. Guardian Angel of Children. That feels like it might almost expand out into the world. I wonder if there's going to be some sort of thing going on in the world. I guess we'll have to just see how it plays out. So let's get them in order as always, and let's begin. So the first card is the Guardian Angel of Maturity. I almost dropped the deck off my lap. Hold on. Sorry. I'm sitting in a different chair. So, all right. The Guardian Angel of Maturity. As I take responsibility, I also develop my strength. There's a reason why people get ticked off sometimes about what I say and what comes out of my mouth. Because I'm one of these people that, you know, I do want people to not get hung up on the spiritual high, because when we get, you know, it's nice to enjoy that, of course, but the spiritual high makes us forget ourselves, and it goes right into spiritual ego, and now you're just working against yourself. Right? So the Angel of Maturity, you're taking accountability, perhaps in certain situations in your life, or for some of you, I just got the feeling like some of you are like, you know what, I don't want my life to be like this. I have you know, I can take charge. I can go back to school and learn a new skill, or I can go and get help, or I can go and, you know, I'm going to go get a different job, or I'm going to finally get into a healthy relationship. Whatever the case may be for you, you're finally going off, and this is a card of bettering yourself. Okay. Now, oh, I should mention, I just recorded the Archangel Metatron video that will be available over at Gumroad. I got to do a lot of editing with that, but it's just a very, you know, a good starting place to learn about Metatron. Of course, it includes a meditation as well. But the reason why I'm bringing that up is because Metatron, part of one of the many things he helps us with is being the student of you. If you've gotten a personal reading from me before, you know, and when Metatron comes up, it's usually what's going on, in addition to other things for every individual, of course. But helping you just stop, instead of, you know, really focusing on all the external distractions, really getting tuned into yourself and admitting some hard truths. We've talked about that, right? And some of those hard truths might be, okay, you know, I kept glazing over that event from my past, and now it's time for me to look at that. Maybe there was more to that than I realized. So it's not encouraging you to overanalyze it. It's going to be different for everybody. But, you know, definitely working with Metatron this week to help you get into that place of, okay, where do I need to take accountability? Where do I need to make some changes? Okay, so the old way is not going to work anymore. So then we have the guardian angel of young adults. It says, I am guided and protected as I begin to choose my path in life. These are a little hard to read, so if I'm like, because the type is on this weird background. But anyway, so yeah, you're taking a different road, perhaps. But I also want to come in and say, we need to get grounded, guys, because I know I have to keep saying that every week. It's like, well, don't jump to conclusions, don't jump ahead, again, it's that spiritual high thing, you think you can fly. Right? So just be grounded. We want to even things out, because that's where the sweet spot is. Yes, that's where we're at full capacity, right there in the middle. And this has actually got a key in the artwork. So this is showing you that the key to your future is becoming apparent. You're going to tweak your path. Or for some of you, you might be starting a new chapter on your path. So that does come with a little bit of having to shut down the old production so that the new one can get going. And that can be painful for some people. We've been talking about that as well. But this is you, through your making... I hate to use that word more mature, because that implies that maybe you're immature. We're not saying that. But through different choices, taking accountability, realizing, hey, a good thing isn't going to come to me just knocking at my door. I got to get out there. It's that sort of thing. Or, you know what? I'm not going to deny myself my passion anymore. I take accountability for my path. I want to start something new. Now, that card also kind of indicates that this might be something, and again, Metatron helps with learning and study. A big presence here. So it might also be you learning something new for a new job, or just learning something new to enrich your own life, right? That's, I'm a geek, okay? So like most of you know that by now. Total nerd. I love learning stuff because it makes me feel alive. And I'm a nerd that speaks out. So then I try to be like, hey guys, you know what I learned? And I forget that other people aren't that interested, but whatever, that's my personality, I suppose. But one of the things that could be really enriching for you maybe this week is to go off and try something new that A, might get you out of your comfort zone, but B, it also helps you learn about you. We're getting up on, I'm in Colorado, we're getting up on ski season. And every year the ski season comes around, I've never been on skis. I'm slightly interested in learning how to snowboard, but also I don't want to look stupid. Also, I don't want to hurt myself or die, okay? So I've never done it. But that example is just popping up in my head, because I'm like, what if I went out and I tried skiing and maybe I'm really good at it, And then I learned something about myself. Look at that. Number one, I can overcome my fears. And two, maybe I'm a little more athletic than I ever thought I was, right? So it's that sort of thing. It could be as simplistic as that. You're just trying something new. Of course, be safe as always, but get on out there and give it a go. Yes? All right. So the next card we have is the Guardian Angel of Children. I honor the precious child within me. I nourish and cherish all new beginnings. You guys. Yes, right? It's the ending of one chapter. You're starting something new. This is like you being the child, and that, along with that other card, it says, hey, I'm embarking on this new thing on my path. I'm allowing myself to take a different approach. I'm going to get the help that I need in whatever way that is, whether you want to go off and, see a therapist, or if you want to, and I bring that up because that's a very prevalent thing in my world right now. I'm, working on myself in that way. Or maybe for you, getting the help you need is like, I was going to remodel my house by myself and realize that's a really bad idea. So my new beginning is learning to trust others, to allow people to help me. For some of you, you have to learn to do that, to accept help. And now you're learning how to release control a little bit around certain things, so on and so forth, okay? So whatever your new beginning is, it could be brand new love. Maybe you've been single for years and years and years, and you just always was afraid to be in love or afraid to be in a partnership, and now you're going to give it a chance. You know what I mean? So just be careful with all that stuff. Make sure you're really tuned into what you really want and what really feels good for you. All right, so the final card we have before we get on to the crystal card is the Angel of Eternal Love. As I let love in, it stays in my soul forever. Now, a lot of people love to just look at that surface level and be like, oh my God, that means I'm going to find love this week. Maybe not, okay? It depends on your personal journey, okay? Life isn't about just give me the little, treat, you know, the little good news and let me run with it. It can be good news, definitely. But there's so much more going on with this card, okay? This is saying let divine love in. Yes, let some guidance in. Remember that your spiritual team is there with you. You can always lean on them for help. This is also talking about connecting with your fellow humans. So this is love of all kinds, trying to lay down judgment of one another, trying to offer a helping hand when you can, but not in a condescending way. Like, you know, don't go up to somebody and be like, girl, you need some help with that hair. Here, let me fix it. Oh my gosh, no. I'm joking. Hopefully, I hope to God nobody out there would ever do such a thing. But, you know, let love in. Let people help you. Let people get to know you. It's good to have that connection, okay? So there is that. Let's get the crystal card going. Do I have it upside down? Okay. All right. What else do we have? Fresh starts. Opening your hearts. Yeah, opening your hearts. Don't be so hard on yourself and try not to be so harsh with others. They're showing me a work environment where somebody might be so hung up on accomplishing, and you can't figure out why your life isn't going well. Try being nicer to your coworkers. Try seeing the true contribution that they make, okay? Don't judge them because they may think the same thing about you. Right? You know, if you're looking at your coworkers going, you're lazy, you don't do anything, they might be like, well, either that you're lazy too, or that, you know, you're too hard on them, or whatever the case may be. So just open mind, open heart this week. Pre-night, trust. We've had this card before. So it's time to trust the process. Now, I do feel like this is coming up with a little bit of a message about control, which is funny. That's like a huge theme in my life right now. But this is about, you know, ease up on trying to control your circumstances. Ease up on trying to control other people and how they see things and what their perception is. Trust that things are happening as they need to. So if you don't, you know, get that job this week, you need to be in a state of trusting, okay? Just because you think it's the right thing for you it may not be, right? Or there might be something even better coming along. Or maybe, you know, you feel like your relationship, God forbid, is falling apart and you're like freaking out about it. Trust that this is opening things up. Trust that this is getting you back to you. Maybe you will be single for a while, but you need to be, right? Or for some of you, if you've had, God forbid, some trauma, okay, and you're maybe dealing with the effects of trauma, you're learning to heal this week. You're learning to trust yourself. You're learning to trust your own instincts about what your needs are, and trusting and listening to your body when you need a moment of self-care, yes, and maybe you're going to learn to trust and love. And if you are somebody who has experienced trauma, especially around relationships or anything of the sort, or feeling abandoned or neglected, my love to you. And I hope that this is the most wonderful week of your entire life. And I hope that all of that falls away now and you're able to heal your heart, open your beautiful soul, and have a really incredible, like divinely protected connection with another human being who deserves your love and attention. And, you know, you deserve theirs. All right. So that's my blessing for all of you this week. Take care of yourselves. And as always, I'm sending you so much love. Be well.